Hi guys, so today I thought I would film a review on the Zoom Whitening treatment. I know many of you have probably heard about it. I found it through Groupon when I was casually searching for just any teeth whitening treatment in the area, and I found it and I read the reviews. It's by Sonicare and it had mixed reviews, some positive, some negative, so I did a little bit of research before I kind of plunged into it or whatever and bought the coupon. The negative reviews were all about teeth sensitivity, I found. A lot of people complained that their teeth got sensitive, and a lot of them said that it hurt them a lot to the point where they had to take painkillers for a week. So I got really scared because I do have sensitive teeth, so I thought that would be an issue for me. But a lot of the positive reviews did say that even people who suffered from tooth sensitivity didn't have a problem with the treatment that they got at their dentist, Zoom Whitening. So I thought, okay, let me go ahead and buy it. Usually it's around a $500 treatment, I think I read, but I bought it for around $125. Now Groupon works, it's different in different cities. I got it done in Orlando because I was here at the time, and it was a $125. There were two dentists who were doing it. I read the reviews on Groupon and I picked the one that got more positive reviews. I'm sure both would have probably been fine, but just to be safe, that's what I did. One was $135 and one was $125, so there wasn't much of a difference, but that's just the way I kind of went about just picking a dentist. So I booked it, I read the fine print on the Groupon. Make sure you always do that because sometimes they have expiration dates that come really quickly, so you have to book it and make the appointment, actually go and do it. And there's quite a bit of, it's a bit of a process. There's a few steps to actually getting it done. It's not like, oh, you make an appointment, you go in and you get your teeth whitened and then you're out. It didn't actually work that way. So make sure you read it, the expiration date, how you're gonna go about using it, and everything like that. Mine said that I had to make an appointment first for, not a trial, but they wanted to inspect my teeth. They just wanted to make sure that I was actually eligible to have my teeth whitened. And I got a little scared because I thought, oh my god, is this a loophole? Like, are they actually not going to do it in the end? Because I didn't read any reviews like that, so it wasn't even a concern of mine. But I thought, okay, let's just go and get it done. I get regular dental checkups, like I thought I would be fine. Which I was. I went, they checked my teeth, they just made sure. I think you have to make sure that you don't have buildup on your teeth or anything like that, because then the whitening doesn't work as well, or decay, or other things like that. Actually, the lady was telling me that somebody who had come into the office for the Zoom ended up finding like she had some major problems in her jaw, and it actually kind of saved her because otherwise she wouldn't have known. So it's definitely good to get it done. After the checkup, they book your second appointment for the Zoom treatment itself. Now, what I would recommend doing is, depending on the dentist that's doing it, this particular office was extremely busy. I made an appointment. It took me 2.5 weeks to even get my first appointment for my trial, and after that, she was saying it's going to take another 4 weeks to actually get the treatment for the Zoom treatment itself, because they didn't have many appointments available. So what I would recommend doing is book your trial appointment and then tell the dentist that, oh, you want an appointment for your tooth whitening as well. Say that if I don't pass the first part, obviously I can go ahead and cancel the second appointment, but at least you don't have to wait that long of a period like I did. And especially if you're reaching close to your expiration, you don't want to do that. So definitely do that. Like, for example, if you're going to get one for June 3rd, say, oh, maybe a week later if they have an appointment, I would like to book it for June 10th. And if I don't pass my trial on June 3rd, then I'll cancel the second appointment. But at least you don't have to wait 3 weeks to get it done. Because, I don't know, when you buy something like this, you kind of just want to do it. You don't want to wait. So yeah, that's what I would recommend doing. After that, after the first treatment and in between to the second treatment, they didn't really have many instructions. You just kind of had to go about your regular routine. And then I had a really early morning appointment, and I would recommend that, and I'll tell you why. The process itself takes 3 hours. It took my dentist 2.5 hours, but sometimes it takes 3 hours. What they do is they have to prep your teeth first. When they go in, they clean your teeth a little bit, and then they put some liquid on it, and then they stuff your whole mouth with cotton balls. And I was kind of shocked, but I'm happy they did it, because obviously you don't want the bleach getting into places where the bleach shouldn't be. You want them to be careful. And then they had some sealant, I think it was called, and they kind of put it on both the top and the bottom. And also they put vitamin E all over my lips, because a lot of people have dry chapped lips because your mouth is open for so long, and then the light is kind of harsh as well, the UV rays. I think that's what she was telling me. So they did that, and then literally your mouth is open for like 2.5 hours. I was so afraid of that because I thought, oh my god, this is gonna hurt so much because I'm prone to dry lips anyway, and I just thought, oh my god, this is gonna be the worst. It actually wasn't that bad, and it wasn't even that boring because you can bring something to read. They told me, oh, bring your headphones, or if you want to read something on your Nook, or if you want to listen to music or whatever. I actually did that, so I wasn't that bored. You can even watch YouTube on your phone or anything like that. So definitely bring headphones or something that'll keep you entertained. After that, the light itself, when they were putting the light on my teeth itself, it didn't hurt. I thought that was going to be really painful because of all the sensitivity reviews and everything that I was reading online, but it wasn't that bad. The pain actually happens after the fact, and I'll get into that, but yeah. And the reason I would say book an early morning appointment is after the treatment, after it's done, you can't eat anything but white foods for 2 days. Now I feel like if I had gotten it done like midday or in the evening, then I would have to go through not only that day, the next day, and the 3rd day. But because I got it done Saturday, I think it was like Friday mornings, by Sunday morning I was done. It was only like, it went faster is what I'm saying. It didn't seem as long as if I'd gotten it done in the evening. After that, I think it took about 2 hours for me to actually feel like the zingers, they call them. I didn't feel it right away. They kept asking me if I had sensitivity, but I didn't. I didn't feel it right away, but yeah, after the fact, after 2 hours, I was feeling some zingers. Nothing that I couldn't handle though. Now it only lasted, for me, 24 hours. It didn't last longer than that. I think they say most people it only lasts 24 hours. So if that's something that you're worried about, don't be, because I can't even eat ice cream half the time. Like if I bite into it, like if it's a Klondike bar or something, my teeth are super sensitive. But I didn't seem to have any problems with the sensitivity after, I would say, 1 day. By the time I woke up on Saturday, I was actually fine. It was just, close your mouth a little bit. Like if you're talking a lot or a lot of air gets into your mouth, it feels worse. So just kind of close your mouth and don't let a lot of air hit your teeth for the first day. And that, as long as your pain lasts, I guess. Mine only lasted a day. What they mean by white food is you can't eat anything with dye on it. So like tomato sauce or even vegetables, certain vegetables, basically anything that has color. You have to eat only white stuff. So what I had was, I think the first day I had a plain bagel with cream cheese. Then I had from Dunkin' Donuts, I had a vanilla colada, I think it's called. You can have milk, you can have yogurt, you can have, I actually had queso, white queso and chips. You can have anything that's white pretty much, but not like butter. Like if you're gonna have buttered popcorn, I think the butter stains your teeth a little bit, so be careful with that. So 2 days of eating only white food. It's not that difficult, but it's a little annoying, but it's worth it in the end. A lot of people actually don't have good results with this. I was one of the people that did. It didn't make a huge change in my teeth. I'll show you before and after pictures at the end. But it was worth doing it, I felt. Maybe if I had paid the full $500, then I wouldn't have been as happy. But with the Groupon and the $135, I was pretty happy with what I got. There was no follow-up appointment or anything after that. After they do the treatment, you're just kind of out. And yeah, I was pretty happy with it. I think if you find a good deal for it, definitely check it out. Now, what happens is after you get it done, the color that you see as soon as you get it done, it's not going to be as white after the fact. It kind of dulls a little bit to maybe 1 shade lower or something like that. So that happens to everyone though. So don't feel like you ate something by mistake and that's why your teeth are stained or anything. It's not going to stay as white as when you first see it. How I maintain this is a variety of products. First of all, I use an Oral-B. I don't know what model this is. It's just the normal Oral-B. I use it on the 3rd setting because that's the whitening setting. So I put it on the 3rd setting and I use this toothpaste with it, the Crest 3D White. So these two together work pretty well, and I feel like I've maintained the color even after. I was afraid as soon as I started eating stuff with color on it, is it going to stain my teeth? But nothing like that happened. So these two are great. And then after, what I really like is this Listerine Healthy Wet White. I think this stuff is amazing. They say to swish it around your mouth for about a minute in the morning and the evening whenever you brush, and then you spit it out. But I think, I don't know what it is, but it says guaranteed whiter smile in 5 days, and I don't know if it's whiter, but I feel like it's definitely helped me maintain the treatment that I got done. I actually feel like the combination of these 3 products works really well for me. Now the treatment doesn't last for a long time. I feel like maybe within 6 months. If you're someone who drinks a lot of coffee and soda and things like that, then maybe it won't even last that long. But I feel like 6 months to a year is the average time that it lasts. So you would have to get it done. But what I would recommend doing is get it done once if you think it's something that you're interested in. And then as you feel that your color is getting a little bit darker, try to do like the crust white, strips or the trays or whatever they have, or whichever ones work for you to maintain the color. I feel that would help if you don't want to get it done every year. If it doesn't work out for you, or if you felt a lot of sensitivity, or if you don't want to pay that much, as soon as you get it done and you feel like the color is fading, I don't know how long you have to wait, but you can always do like the at-home treatments in combination with these kinds of products that'll help keep your teeth white. Now I'm going to insert some before and after pictures at the end. And overall, I would say I'm pretty happy with the treatment. Definitely do your research, read the reviews, maybe talk to your normal dentist and see if he might know your teeth and if it's going to be something that's going to work for you, or if you're going to experience too much sensitivity or whatever. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with it for the price that I paid and the results that I got. I would definitely recommend it. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye!